the real numbers properties, the positives and negative numbers properties. First one, a plus b is nothing more than equals to b plus a. So the number are not important, the order. Next one, AB is equal to BA. So what does that mean? AB means A times B is equal to B times A. Next, C bracket A plus B is equal to CA plus CB. Okay, so what does that mean? That means C times bracket A plus B. Okay, so y left hand side is equal to y hand side because the left hand side is C times A and then C also times B. So that's why it's equal to CA plus CB. Let's look at some examples how to apply these properties. For argument's sake, I have the followings. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4. So the first thing I need to find is the A plus B. Okay, so right, A plus B. If I put the numbers in it, that is nothing more than 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. How about B plus A? Well, B plus A is 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 is also equal to 5. So they are the same. A plus B is equal to B plus A. Next property, AB. Okay. So AB, which means 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. How about BA? 3 times 2 is also 6. So they are the same. AB is equal to BA. Next property, C bracket A plus B. Okay. C bracket A plus B, that is equals to 4 times 2 plus 3. If you can do it manually, you notice that, okay, 2 plus 3 is 5, so that means 2 times 5, that is 20. But I try to use the property to show the result will be the same. Okay, so the property is saying, okay, 4 times bracket 2 plus 3 is nothing more than 4 times 2 plus 4 times 3 because you need to time first component and then second component. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. So the result is exactly the same. Okay, so these are the positive properties. Negative properties. Minus A. So what does that mean? It's nothing more than minus 1 times A. Generally speaking, if 1 times something, the 1 can be ignored or invisible. So that's why minus 1 times A is equal to minus A. Minus minus A is equal to positive A. So what's happened is minus 1 times another, minus 1 times another minus 1, so become positive 1. So that's why positive 1 times A is A. The last property, minus A times B is equal to minus B times A is equal to minus AB. Note that minus AB does not equals to minus A times minus B. Okay, you just need to apply the minus 1 in here at once, not for A and B. Okay, separately. So just minus A or apply to minus B. Okay. Examples. Minus 3. So minus 1 times minus 1, positive 1. Positive 1 times 3 is positive 3. Next, minus 3 times 5 is equals to minus 15 because 3 times 5 is 15. Don't forget the negative 1. So negative 1 times 15 is negative 15. Next one, minus 3 times minus 5 is equals to 15. Okay, so what's happened is here negative 1 times negative 1 become positive. Okay, and then 3 times 5 is 15, so positive 15. That's it. And the last example here, that one a little bit tricky. Notice that number 4 does not equals to number 3. Okay, so the answer for number 4 is minus 8. The interpretation is minus 3 take 5. It's not minus 3 times minus 5. Okay, so how does this the difference exist? Because the bracket, okay, to use the bracket. For example 3, here I have a bracket. If I have bracket, so that means here actually is the multiplication. So minus 3 times minus 5. Example 4, I don't have the bracket here. That means minus 3 take 5. Okay, so minus 3 subtract 5, which is minus 8. So you can see sometimes using a bracket is very important. If you use a bracket in appropriate way, your result will be very different. Okay, so hopefully this video would clarify some of the uncertainty that you might have. Thank you.